guys? My name is Dan Kathman. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to address just a real quick, easy question that I get asked all the time. I take actors' headshots, and I've been an actor since I was 15. So I get a lot of questions about how do you get an agent as an actor. It's actually super easy. It's not actually easy to get one. It's the process of doing it is easy, but a lot of people, especially people starting out, don't know anything about it or how to. So I'm going to tell you real quick. It's super easy. You just submit. That's it. You submit your headshot and resume, if you have one, to the agencies. They tell you exactly how to do it on their websites, exactly what they want from you. Just go to the websites, look at submissions, and see what the requirements are. They tell you what they want. And if you don't have a headshot, that's okay. You can get one, but a snapshot is okay to start. If you don't have a resume, that's okay. Honestly, if you're younger, that's totally fine. Just say, you don't have a resume, or just don't submit one. I really don't know really what I did. I've had an agent since I was 17, and we didn't get it the first try. We submitted to a lot. I actually had a few and didn't like them and stuff like that. So, but actually applying is super easy. You just Google talent agencies in your area. You go to their websites, and they're looking for talent. They need talent to be paid. I don't know if people still think that you need to pay money to agents up front. You don't. That's stupid if you think. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you stupid. You're just dumb. No, I'm kidding. I don't mean to call you stupid. It's just that that's not right anymore. An agent only gets paid if you get paid, so they're looking for people that can pay them. It's funny how the roles reverse. They have the power because they have connections and whatnot, but then whenever you become their client and you start getting work, you're then the one with the power because you're the moneymaker. So they want you to submit. They want to find the next anything to bring them money. You don't have to be anybody. I mean, there are probably thousands of people who bring in income as an actor or model that you don't have any clue who they are, not even an influencer, just people who do well at auditions and then get paid. So don't worry about it. They all want you. They want you to submit. Just go to the website. You can see submissions. Most of them now are online, so you just send them basically an email with your resume and headshot. That is the two things you need as an actor: resume and headshot. It's actually headshot, resume. So you need your headshot and resume. Back and front, you want your resume on the back and front. If they do prints, everything's changing now because even the submissions are almost completely online. Even the first time that you submit, you're often doing a taped audition. A taped audition. It's not tape anymore. That's usually the first thing that you're doing. I don't even know if there's first round auditions anymore in person. I don't even know. Sometimes they don't even do the in-person auditions at all anymore. And just so you know, I'm a headshot photographer, so even the crop is different now because online, a lot of people are still doing the up and down 8x10, which is okay, and a lot of people say they want that, but most of the submissions that you're being submitted on, you're being submitted by a thumbnail, so that 1x1 is the crop that you really want the most of. I give all my people that crop, and I honestly post that crop because it's the perfect crop for Instagram and Facebook too. That's how all the agents and casting directors are picking you now, is they're looking through pages of pics, and you actually appear bigger when you're in that crop instead of this crop right here, which is the 8x10 up and down, and if you make a thumbnail of that, you're off, and you don't look that good. 1x1 is great, but some people, especially here in Dallas, they say they still want the up and down 8x10 because they're doing a lot of in-person commercial auditions. Commercials are changing anyway, so we'll see. That is what you need to do for agents. They want you to submit. Here's a big tip. Just because you submit once, it doesn't mean you're done if you don't get it. Okay, so they even tell you that every 6 months or whatever, that resubmit again, because there's a lot of things that go on here at an agency. They have turnover, so they'll have new agents or new people that'll read those emails. You might be dealing with someone completely new 3 months from now or 6 months from now. So resubmit. Yes, it would be good if you had either a new headshot or updates on your resume. And if you can't get jobs, there are totally things you can do now. The internet is taking over, so there are tons of filmmakers out there making short films, tons of people making little indie or Instagram, or there are tons of people out there making social media commercials just anything that you can get your hands on, web series, do some theater, do anything if you can. The free stuff, independent stuff is great because you get connected with those people locally that are making stuff all the time. And that's really good for a reel, which is something that you will do at an advanced level when you get a lot of stuff. You do a lot of projects and stuff like that. You then make a reel, which is basically a 1-minute video, edited together your combined on-screen appearances or dialogue and whatever. They're your best moments. And they send that out to casting directors. A lot of times you'll get hired off the spot from those because they see you how you are on camera. And they see how you are on a set, in a movie, in a show, or even if it's online. It doesn't matter if it's, it's just online. It does not matter. If you're on camera and you are acting, then that counts. And it depends on what you're going for. Like I did stand-up comedy, so when they're looking for a host, I'm going to show them some stand-up comedy that's clean. It depends on what you're going for. Yes, it is best to have, that's later, but to have different reels for different segments, like commercial, for film, for TV, and it doesn't have to be film and TV and commercial, but just fitting that genre of what, like I said, if you were going for a host and you had stand-up, put stand-up on that host reel. If you had, if you're going out for a feature film and you had an independent that you did, put that on there. You know what I mean? So, but to start, don't worry about any of the video reels or anything like that unless you have one. But to start, you just need a headshot and resume, and you really don't even need that. I mean, truthfully. For instance, Ford models won't accept, Ford, if you don't know, Ford is one of the biggest modeling agencies in the world. They've been that for a long time. For their models submissions, they do not accept headshots. They want what they call snapshots, and that's what you'll hear a lot too. Snapshots are raw, like camera photos, obviously taken on a wall or something with no makeup and very bare, so they can see what you look like with no edits and no fancy lighting and fancy photographers. They can make you look awesome. So they will just want to see what you look like if I were to see you without makeup on, without your hair done up, just you as a person. They want to see that, and that's actually their submission. They also make you do profiles. I think for instance Ford, you do like one here, one there, and then you turn, you do a full body. I think that's it. So snapshots are okay to start. Now, once you get the agent, you absolutely need a headshot. Looking for someone like me to take your headshot that looks awesome. And don't worry about your resume. If you want to look up resume formats online, it's super easy to find. Usually, I think there's still 3 columns. That's and then divided up in categories with whatever you have done or want to do: film, TV, commercials. If you do stand-up or a host, put that in there. Skills. What was it? Education. They really want to know about education. If you're in, and not just colleges, but like training, anything you've done at all. If you're a model, might as well put your measurements at the bottom too. And the 3 columns are, I think it's the project, the character name or position you had, and then the 3rd column is debatable. Depends on, you can put the director's name, you can put the production's name, you can put the company behind it. So you can put Sony Pictures, or you could put directed by, if the director has a namesake, or if you don't know who it is. I would always suggest go with the name that is most recognizable. I did a model shoot for Disney. You wouldn't know who the photographer was. You wouldn't know who the production company was that actually Disney hired to do it, but you would know Disney. So you put Disney. So it just depends on whatever. And if it's independent, put the director's name, or if it's an independent, put the production company's name, and that's fine. And if you don't have a character name, put lead, or put major or supporting, or it actually depends on your lingo, depends on which category you're in. Like if you were in theater, you probably say major or minor roles or whatever, but if you were in features or TV, you would say supporting or lead or whatever. Actually, you would say lead in theater as well. Depends on what it is. It doesn't matter if it was community theater or high school play. It does not matter. That's experience. So that's all they want to know. If you have any, if you don't worry about it. Again, it's super easy to submit though. You can do it over and over again. I mean, give it a few months and then resubmit, because you might have someone else in there, but super easy. Just go to the sites and Google talent agencies in your area and go to their site and they'll tell you how to submit. Some people still want to snail mail. Some hire agencies only do on referrals, so you actually can't get in unless you know somebody within the agency. There's only a few really like that. The very big ones like CAA and I don't even know who else are like that. But if you're asking this question, then you don't need to worry about them at all. The small time, regular, I mean, you get work. I mean, you can become the biggest star in the world from just having any number of agents or agencies backing you. So just go to the site, look, it's super easy. Like, it's practical. Just go there, you'll find it, send an email, picture, resume, boom, done. If they want by mail, then go to the post office and send it. Super easy. And then wait a couple months and then resend them. When I got my first agency when I was 17, I didn't get it the first time I submitted. It was the second time that actually my mom submitted that I got that they finally responded with a positive feedback. It was awesome, a great feeling. But if you're at this stage, I want to let you know that because you have an agent does not mean shit, okay? So it's about, I mean, it's great. It's a great step, but you gotta get to work. So get to work. You can always improve. Always improve. Continue to work your craft. Even, getting on camera, just talking to a camera is great practice. Find people who like to do the same thing and see if you can make something together. I'll get into other things later, like what auditions are like, how to audition better. And everyone wants you to do good. By the way, I'll just say that casting directors, everybody wants you to do good. That's something that I missed. Everyone wants you to do good, because if you do good and you do a good job, then that means that they did a good job. They want you to do well, because then that makes their job easier. They're trying to find the best and awesome person to be in their whatever, so that it is a success. So they want you to be good. They don't want you to be bad. So just be good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe below. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer them. Thanks. Bye.
You do it, but you don't do it like this. You don't do it like this. But you don't do it like this. You don't do it like this.